Gartner just named 5 specific security risks with Microsoft Copilot. 2 of them already have CVEs from the past 7 days. One lets an attacker exfiltrate data through Excel with 0 clicks. The other turns Copilot email summary into a phishing tool that bypasses your email filters entirely. Here's the number behind all 5. 73% of organizations have deployed AI tools. Only 7% actually govern them. That's a 66-point gap between adoption and control. I'm Justin Kirsch. Let me walk you through what Gartner found and what you need to do about it. The risk Gartner spent the most time on was broken SharePoint permissions. The average Microsoft 365 tenant has 800,000 files at risk from oversharing. Before Copilot, those files sat there quietly. A user would need to know the file existed and navigate to it. Now, Copilot finds them in seconds. An accountant asks for a budget and gets back the CEO's comp review because someone shared a folder too broadly. And they shared that folder 5 years ago. So it's been sitting there. For credit unions, community banks, and mortgage companies, those overshared files include member financial records, BSA documents, and examiner correspondence. A permissions audit is not optional. It's a prerequisite before you turn on Copilot. Risk 2 is remote code execution. There's 2 CVEs, and you can find them in the notes below, that were published March 10th. An attacker crafts a spreadsheet. You open it with Copilot enabled. It exfiltrates your data autonomously. No clicks required. Risk 3, Copilot web plugin is enabled by default. Third-party connectors can feed data into Copilot responses without the user requesting it. Most IT teams have not audited which plugins are active. Risk 4 is prompt injection. An attacker embeds instructions in an email. You ask Copilot to summarize your inbox. That crafted email hijacks the response. 2 other CVEs published March 11th, and this is not theoretical. This is a published vulnerability turning Copilot into a phishing vector operating inside your trusted M365 environment. Risk 5 is toxic output. Copilot generates content based on what it finds in your tenant. If your tenant has outdated spreadsheets, superseded regulations, or inaccurate rate tables, Copilot reproduces those errors as if they're current. General enterprises face these 5 risks. Financial institutions face them with regulatory amplification. An oversharing incident at a tech company, it's an embarrassment. At a credit union, it's a potential ECOA violation, a fair lending documentation failure, and an examiner finding. 73% of regulated institutions pause their AI rollouts because of governance gaps. They want Copilot, they are just not ready for it. Here's what most MSPs will not tell you. As a Tier 1 Microsoft Cloud Solutions provider, we see data that most partners never access. Across Microsoft's own sales force of 24,000 people, Copilot users saw win rates jump 20% and per seller revenue increased 9.4%. But those results came from a governed environment, clean data, proper permissions, real-time monitoring. The 353% ROI that Forrester documented requires that same governance foundation. The answer is not to avoid Copilot, it's to govern it. Security first, productivity second. That sequence matters. 3 things you can do this week. No budget approval needed. 1, run a SharePoint oversharing report. If you have Business Premium or E5, the tool is already in your tenant. Run it. The number might surprise you. 2, Go to your M365 Admin Center and check which Copilot plugins are enabled. If you don't know, that's the problem Gartner identified. Number 3, ask your MSP about the Copilot governance plan. If they don't have one, that tells you something important. We broke down all 5 risks, both CVEs, and the full governance framework in the blog post. The link's in the description below. If you want to know where your tenant stands right now, the security grade takes 5 minutes. That link is also in the description below. I'm Justin Kirsch. See you in the next one.